Hello, YouTube. Nice to see you again. This is Irene. Happy to see you, actually. Couple of things that are going on at the moment. First of all, happy birthday, Libra. Libra's birthday starts on September 23rd and runs till approximately October 23rd. It depends on where you are in the country or in the world. And of course, Libra is ruled by the planet Venus. Thus, Libra is pleasant, usually has a very pleasant demeanor. They have charm and they have grace in their expression. I'm looking at my notes so that I don't forget to tell you what I wanted to. They like a desire of popularity and they like the approval of others as well. The people that are highly evolved natives of this sign will never compromise principle in order to gain any kind of approbation or to gain a recognition, because they know that doesn't work. Libra is a cardinal sign, so Libra is concerned with the present. They're concerned with what's going on now. That's very important to them. And they usually seek the cooperation of others rather than continuing alone. Partnership is something that's very important to Libras. Now, they have to maintain their individuality and their single-mindedness, but they like to have partners, and they sometimes feel alone without a partner. Typical activities for Libras are social activities, social relations, contact with the public, legal profession, public relations, art, the performing arts, music, and that they also like close cooperation with others. Libra ladies like nice things. They like quality things. They like pretty things around them. Libra men are strategists. They make very good military men, surprisingly enough, but they do. You would think of Scorpio as far as military, and you should, because they are the warriors as well as the generals, but so is Libra, with a different mindset and a different approach. So happy birthday, Libra. Right at this moment, it's a great time for you, based on planetary aspects, to be doing beautification. I would be doing revitalizing my wardrobe. I would take a look at it and make some changes that you want to. Look at your face, maybe change your makeup. Men and women, hairstyle, great time to change your hairstyle. Beautification is on the agenda. That means beautification of the home, of the garden, of the car, whatever you like. Actually, September is a great time to buy a car. When the sun has gone into Virgo, it's a good time to buy a car. In any event, Libra, happy birthday. It should be a good year for you. You've got a lot of good things that are happening during the course of the year, especially when it comes to matters of romance. I would be looking for that. Now, also going on at the moment is something that everybody knows about, everybody reads about. Mercury is retrograde. And Mercury is retrograde for a little while now, till approximately the early part of October. Now, Mercury retrograde doesn't mean that the planet is going backwards. Mercury is the ruler of transportation and communication. So when Mercury goes retrograde, it's actually moving on the elliptic. It's not going backwards, but it's changing position on the elliptical. Now, here's what you want to consider. Watch your electronics, because Mercury rules both communication and transportation, and in that mix you can put in electronics. Watch your computer, make sure it's backed up in case it crashes. Make sure on your mobile phone that you're getting messages and your messages that you're sending are going. Be sure when you're speaking to people that you're careful with your words so that the intent is not misread by the perception. What you mean and what's understood may be two different things when Mercury is retrograde, so you want to watch that. Also, transportation. When you make travel arrangements with Mercury retrograde, make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, because there can be screw-ups. When you drive, be extra careful. Mercury retrograde makes people a little bit inattentive. They might be easily distracted, or something is on their mind they're thinking about and they're not thinking about driving. You want to make sure that you're paying attention when you drive. Do not text. Do not take messages. Please watch where you're going when Mercury is retrograde, all the time, but especially when Mercury is retrograde. The one other thing I want to mention is Saturn-Uranus square. The last time this happened was between 1976-77, And the last time before that was 1522. Now, we know more about what went on in 1976 or 77. However, the events of what's going on now are very similar to that. Because of the Uranus-Saturn square, what's happening is Saturn is the taskmaster, the great ruler, a ruler of rules. And so when you talk about Saturn, you talk about having done things a certain way, tradition, and they stay that way. Uranus energy is lightning, change. Uranus, it never leaves the air, and Taurus never leaves the earth. I'm talking about the planets and the positions that they're in. So Aquarius is where Saturn is, and Uranus, oh my goodness, it's confusing, isn't it? It's confusing to me. Let me look at the chart so I can tell you this correctly. I'm going to sound like an astrologer, doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. Uranus is in Taurus. Uranus is the planet of change, lightning change. It never leaves the earth. It never leaves the air. It's an air sign. Taurus is the earth, which it never leaves. So you can understand the planet being in that position and that rulership with that planet, it's not really very comfortable. It also is trying to break free of restriction. Saturn, on the other hand, is all about boundaries. Saturn is all about staying and doing the same thing. It's about tradition. These two are now square to each other, causing an enormous challenge. This aspect indicates the invention of cryptocurrency. It talks about these are the kinds of things that happen with a Saturn-Uranus square. It talks about hedge funds being manipulated with that GameStop situation that happened. Who could ever think that it could be a hedge fund could be manipulated? We've also got hamburgers being made out of plants. When did that happen? Uranus is electric, bringing both lightning and insight to the mind and innovation to technology. Aquarius likes to look at the big picture, society, climate, politics. All of the things that are going on right now are what is brought about by this energy. This energy causes this old and this new to be conflicted and to cause all kinds of disruption. And it looks like Uranus is about the whole, Saturn is about the one. So that's what the big argument is about. Back to Libra. Happy birthday, Libra. Enjoy this time. Get beautiful. And I will see you again soon. Thank you.